And Toby, you went to DC to try and talk to politicians about this. What was that like?
Uh, Here's where things get interesting. So in the months leading up to the trip, I called and emailed the offices of most of the reps that are on the the declassification of federal secrets task force. Normally these offices give you a response even if it's just a canned email. I can show you my inbox. Not a single one of them responded. All I wanted to do was drop off some information or speak to someone about John and his case, because John is really trying right now to come forward with all this because he wants these other people to get help.
Yeah.
You have a task force that is said to be set up to do exactly that. Why will they not return calls, emails? You know, they can go on podcasts and do all this other stuff, but when I offer to straight up bring you evidence of something and something you can use this to help people, it's been crickets. And I really would like an answer for that, because like John said, this is very real. We're not out here saying, oh my God, UFOs zapped these people, please take care of them. We're saying these people were doing their duty to their country. They were injured and they're not being taken care of. They didn't know what they were going up against. When, take John, for example, when he went out that night, he had no idea it would affect him the rest of his life. As he's always said, he was just doing his duty. So to me, yeah, the task force, they keep bringing people in to testify, to talk behind closed doors. They don't show any evidence whatsoever. So when I brought what I thought to me is probably the best case to help move this forward and get some answers, there has been no response. So your viewers, I would like to know what they think about that, because these people are constantly going on TV, are in the news, talking about we're here to get the people the truth. We're here to fight for everybody. Well, we're trying to help you, and you don't want it. So,
yeah,
it goes a little deeper. It goes a little deeper than that. There's a couple other interesting aspects. It was like, I don't know, what, 3 years ago now, Toby, that they wanted me to come up and speak with Arrow, and they wanted to bring me to DC. They wanted me to meet with some congressional people. They wanted me to go to meet Arrow, this particular guy that later in the second book I'll put out his name and stuff. He was involved as a aide through Rubio's group at the time that showed interest in this. That was the Intelligence Committee. He actually tried to look at some of the stuff for Rendlesham and stuff. He didn't have the clearance to look at it, is what he told us. But he still wanted me to come up to Arrow and meet. But I'm in another predicament. I need a DD-4214 for some stuff, personal business that I need to take care of. And I can't get a copy of my DD-214. And I'm back going through a congressional office again. And it's been over 2 weeks. And I haven't heard crickets from them again about where my DD-214 is in. Because I went ahead and went through the Office of Records. And I called down there after I sent it about almost 3 weeks. And I got the same runaround that Kyle's office did when they wanted my medical records and some of my personnel records. And that's when they found out my stuff was classified, was the fact that they aren't where they belong. So here's the deal, okay? It's besides medically, there's things about that you may need in personal business or personal lives that you can't get access to either. You know what I mean? And they just, nothing ever gets done with this, and it's, again, it doesn't just happen with quote unquote UFOs, UAPs. This goes on in all different kinds of things. When I testified at the citizens hearing, there was a older guy. He was like in his probably 70s, I think he was. He'd been a congressional, his district was DC. And his aide, he still had one of his aides that was working for him, at least part-time, came down afterwards and said they had the biggest issues, because most of the people in Congress don't even know about a classified records section and all this other stuff, was they had a huge issue with all that, because guess why? Guess what fell under their purview, their district? Langley. Oh. So they had all kinds of issues with guys and people that were getting injured and having health issues that couldn't get taken care of because everything they were involved in was classified. And what did they say about the Havana syndrome? There's people that can't get proper care and proper things because whatever went on down there is classified.